Season 3 starts out with a TV movie event, the Battle of Muni, which consists of the first 4.5 hours of the season. Overall, this was a really good TV movie, even though there were two segments, Book Be Gone and Mark of the King, that I really didn't care for, as they seemed really slow and not that engaging. But despite that, this stood up there as one of the best things to come out of the series, especially the episode Moon the Undaunted and Toffee, which are just up there with some of the best of the series. But sadly, it goes downhill from here. I'm gonna be lumping seasons 3 and 4 together in this video because they pretty much share the same problem, and warning, spoilers ahead. Before I go into the bad stuff about those seasons, I will talk about one good thing to come out of seasons 3 and 4, Eclipse's storyline. Her storyline is one of the best things to come out of the series. Her personality, struggles, and relationships with the other characters is really dang good. And heck, there are episodes not related to that storyline that I do like Marco Jr., A Spell with No Name, Beat Day, Gone Baby Gone, and a few others. But that's really it. And sadly, the Eclipse storyline, as good as it is, only spans throughout 10 to 13 episodes of these two seasons, meaning that it and a handful of good episodes are drowned in a sea of blandness and outright badness. So let's go on to the reasons why these two seasons were not very good. One of the fundamental reasons why seasons 3 and 4 in a lot of ways fail is that the episodes are slow. They are slow. They are so ungodly slow in every single aspect. Okay, the animation in a lot of ways is slow. This of course is reflected best in the new intro of this season. The pacing of the show is slow. The dialogue is slow. The cinematography is slow. Even a lot of the humour, which they don't even attempt as much as the early seasons, is slow, and in a lot of ways worse than it has ever been. This alone killed a lot of episodes like Scent of a Hoodie, Death Peck, Deep Dive, Escape from Pytho, Demoncism, Meteor's Lesson, and many more that had interesting ideas, but altogether had a very boring execution due to this weird quirk of seasons 3 and 4. Another reason, the shipping. Good lord, does this show fail hard when it comes to shipping. Let's start with the beginning. So throughout seasons 1 and 2, Marco had a crush on Jackie and had trouble asking her out. Throughout a number of episodes, we saw Marco building his confidence and trying to ask Jackie out, and him developing a relationship with Jackie around the episode Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, and it was handled in such a sweet, natural way. Too bad all that build-up was thrown out the window in the season 3 episode Sophomore Slump, which was a pretty dull episode if you ask me. In that episode, Jackie breaks up with Marco due to him feeling down without Star, who now lives in Muni. So they basically built up Marco and Jackie's relationship, all for it to just go away. So it basically becomes pointless in the grand scheme of things. It's not the fact that they broke up that's the problem. The problem is the fact that it happens way too quick. This sort of thing should have happened in season 4 if they really wanted it to happen, not in the first third of season 3. If you think this is bad, you've seen nothing yet. Star and Tom's relationship is way worse. Basically, at the beginning of the series, we learned that Tom was Star's ex-boyfriend, and in subsequent episodes we see Tom trying to be a better person, to really good effect. The problem is that in the episode Club Snubbed, which by the way is a very awful episode that suffers from the same problem that a lot of season 3 and 4 episodes have, Star and Tom get together and it's so rushed, so beyond rushed. It took Jackie and Marco multiple episodes for them to get together. However, it took Tom and Star one episode to get together, one stupid, single, fanficky episode. And it's because of this that makes it really hard to buy the fact that they are together. And it just makes the episodes that focus on them being together much worse, especially in Sad Teen Hotline, which thankfully focuses on their relationship breaking up. It's just too bad that the episode itself is awful. It's so melodramatic, sappy, and just boring. Ugh! To any aspiring writer out there, don't do this. Do not ever do this. I never want to see this type of writing ever again. And as for Marco and Kelly's arc, yeah, it's worse. Though I will say it's not the focus compared to Tom and Star's relationship, but yeah, like that relationship, it's rushed and underdeveloped. But the worst part is that in A Boy and His DC-700XE, it's revealed that they broke up off screen. Like, what? Don't get me wrong, I don't want another Sad Teen Hotline, but this is just so lazy. And this comes off to me that the team just didn't care and just wanted to have this forced love triangle. Oh, and don't get me started on the Star and Marco relationship. Look, from the beginning, we kinda had this feeling that Stalker was endgame. And to be fair, their friendship was well developed, especially during season 2. But by season 3, it became clear that they were going in the direction that, yeah, they were going to love each other. But the way they did it was not good. They delayed them getting together, and spoilers, they do get together at the end, and they did almost nothing with it. The one big thing they did with that thing was in the episode Curse of a Blood Moon, which is an awful episode because it tries to say that, oh no, Star and Marco were never meant to be together and that their feelings for one another was all because of a curse. But we all know that they're going to be together at the end. And why do this? Like, why even do this? It's so pointless. The other big issue is how they handled a lot of the other ongoing storylines in this show. One big issue is the racism, with the monsters being discriminated by the mutants. It was going somewhere interesting at first, but sadly it was just meaningless. There was little to no progress to move past the prejudices, no matter what rational move or big game-changing events occurred. It really made the show's world feel more dense. The other big issue? Glossaric, especially in season 3. In the episode Resting Pudding, Glossaric was restored after Star went to the Muni Sanctuary, but his mind isn't in the right place. Apparently, all he could say is Globglaw all the time, which is really annoying, since he shouts it all the time. And guess what? It's revealed towards the end of the season that the word Globglaw wasn't some kind of clue our protagonist had to figure out. No, it's the name of Eclipse's husband that she was trying to set free, and Glossaric was trying to warn Star about it. Why did he tell them at the last minute? Like, why? Why didn't he tell them before? Oh, I know why. It's because the writers were baiting viewers, especially those who do countless theory videos on YouTube, into thinking that the show was more interesting than it was. So yeah, all in all, this was a big waste of time. But the biggest issue is the way they end the show. So after Corner Nation, it felt like the show just kept going in order to fill the slots of a 21 episode order, because Corner Nation feels like a series finale. Like, it really does feel like it. And yeah, it's honestly a really good episode. It really is. But yeah, like I said, it just felt like the show just kept going. And man, does it fail hard and miserably. Apparently the big boss of this series is Mina, a character who was introduced in the episode Starstruck, and my god was she annoying in that episode. Thankfully, her obnoxiousness is toned down after that appearance. The problem is that Mina is weak as a villain, especially compared to Toffee, who was killed off at the start of season 3. And the solution to defeat Mina? They decide to get rid of magic. No, scratch that. Star decides that they should get rid of magic. The reason? Because people have done bad stuff with it, and her mum and Eclipsa are easily swayed with her belief? No, just no. Where do I even begin with this? Star's attitude in getting rid of magic is just so hostile and bitter. Like, watch this clip and tell me how it isn't so hostile.
Yep, it's official. I hate magic. I'm gonna destroy it.
What? And how are you going to do that?
I could say the whispering spell. Inside the realm of magic.
Whilst her reason for getting rid of magic isn't wrong, at the same time it isn't right. With some tweaks here and there could have been an ideology clash between her and her mum and Eclipsa and whether destroying magic is the right thing to do. And heck, you can have it where they don't destroy magic, but there are rules in using magic. Unlike here, where Star's ideology is heavily treated in the right, and they destroy magic, including all the magical creatures like Glossary and the Magical High Commission. Like, everything about this is just so rushed, poorly thought out, and they needed a bunch of rewrites in order for this to work. But considering how a lot of episodes from season 3 and 4 played out, I'm not even surprised. Oh, and the actual ending of the show? Well, Star and Marco run into each other's worlds, accidentally fusing both Earth and Muni together, causing a bunch of havoc, and honestly, this leaves a lot of questions. But hey, that doesn't matter, since Marco and Star are together, and we're supposed to feel for them. No, you don't do this. This is emotional manipulation at its apex. This is, and I say, not how you end your series finale. This isn't it. But like I said, it's not much of a big surprise because of how seasons 3 and 4 were. I know I could go on saying stuff like how Ponyhead, one of the most annoying characters on the show, received more focus in these seasons, leading to deplorable episodes like Ponymonium and Bumble Petit, or how Moon betrayed Eclipsa for reasons that are so trivial in the grand scheme of things, but you get the point. Seasons 3 and 4 really brought the series down. So yeah, that's Star vs. the Forces of Evil. All in all, while there are a number of things to like about the show, and there are a number of good and even great episodes, I cannot in good conscience call this a good show. There's just so much going against this show, especially in seasons 3 and 4, that I can't say it's good. I can say it's a mixed bag, with a lot of good things going for it, and a lot of not so good things going for it. I'll give this show a 6 out of 10. Watch from the beginning up until Bad Muni and just bail out. And yeah, I am including season 1 because even though it's not something I can call good, it's more easier to watch than seasons 3 and 4, even with the Eclipsa storyline. It's just not worth waiting for a bunch of bad and mediocre episodes to get to that storyline. It really just isn't. So yeah, that's my take on this show. Let me know in the comments what you think of the show.